Hello, Fola. Thank you so much for joining me on an episode of Heart to Heart. I put out kind of an all call invitation to anybody in my Patreon sacred circle that if they wanted to continue a conversation with me one on one for this Heart to Heart series to reach out. Fola was interested. Thankfully, she has lots of fun stories, I think, that we're going to get to hear about. And like all the episodes, this is very open-ended. So yeah, we'll be a couple of pioneers and explore the territory and see what we find. So we're just going to ease our way into it. So I think first off, hello, Fola. How are you today?
Hi, I'm doing pretty well. Moving into some interesting waters after the eclipse season. So,
Do you want to talk about what it brought? Like the
um, I guess, yeah. I mean, so my sun is in Taurus and my Mercury is in Taurus and my moon is in Scorpio. Um, so the eclipse season was pretty crazy. It really, but I mean, it's interesting because I think my Mercury, now that I'm like coming out of it, I feel like my Mercury is the thing that was stagnant, and needed some alterations. And that's what I'll be working with in the future, moving forward to like adjust some things, Seven of Pentacles. like,
how do you, I'm
looking
not like super into tarot. I dabble, but like Seven of Pentacles, what does that represent for you?
it's making adjustments. It's looking over where you're at and the progress that you've made and seeing how to move forward differently and or like just looking over it, because you don't have to actually change it, but you usually when you get the Seven of Pentacles, it's like, well, there's something, so dig through everything.
Yeah. Exhaust your search. Um, well, and you did mention before in our little pre-show conversation about working on your communication skills. Is that what you're talking about with Mercury?
Yeah, i I have this, I don't know, I just communicate differently than a lot of people. And by differently, I mean, I don't detach myself from my communication. Like people detach themselves from like their emotions from their communication all the time. And I don't. And I find that people are either very intimidated by that, or they are offended by it, or that like I don't know. I find that I found more problems with by not detaching my emotions, or not having the ability to detach my emotions at will from my communication and the way that I not only just communicate things but hear things as well. It does affect the way that I hear things as well. So I am working on it. I am working on my inner peace. It's also the North Node in Taurus. I'm working on, that's the whole thing with the Scorpio moon. I am a rock, right? But I'm not. On the inside, it's like,
Right. Right. Crazy.
I like, I realized that if I didn't have a Taurus sun, oh my God, I would be gone in 50 seconds. Like there's so many situations that I would just bolt from, because I'd be like, not doing this, not doing this. But like my son keeps me grounded, especially with the Pisces, like just all over the place. But it keeps me grounded. And so like, we're not running. You don't even like running. Like you hate it. So we're gonna have to figure something out. And it's like it's like my moon and my Mercury. They're fixed, and are they opposite of each other? They are. Oh my God, they are opposite of each other.
And fixed. That's a good
degrees.
point. Yeah.
They're at 3 degrees. It's like, it's a war. It's a war. And then they both square my Mars.
It's a literal war. Yeah.
Wait, my Mars is at 3 degrees too. It's at 3 degrees Leo. And guess what? The Saturn retrograde, where I'm excited about the retrograde because it is in my 12th house. And so that is like the freedom that I want, the mental freedom that I want from like the Scorpio moon. And then my progressed moon moves into Sagittarius on August 6th. It's either August 6th or August 7th.
Nice. Congrats on that.
I'm so excited.
No doubt.
Freedom!
Yeah.
I can't wait. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. So yeah, it was a little bit of a rant. I don't remember the question.
That's okay. We're not aiming to stay on track. Let's just, clear that up right now. There is no track. The track is an illusion. So I want to hear more. Something is stuck out to me as you said it. But because like it sounded so normal the way you said it. And I was like, whoa, what does she mean by that? It affects how you listen or how you hear things. You said that about your like Mercury moon opposition. It like your emotions and your voice or your thoughts or whatever are tied together, and it affects how you say things, but it also affects how you listen or how you hear things. Like what does that mean?
So, this is a deeper question. So hold on. It affects how I hear things because one, not only is my Mars in Leo, but my Chiron's in Leo as well. And so sometimes when like that opposition with the 12th house, like sometimes it affects my self-esteem, like what people say to me. And instead of like, I take things too personally, basically. So when I hear a criticism, it reminds me of probably of something that I've heard before and that's stuck back there. And it's like it's like being slapped. Like I just feel things so much more strongly than other people. And I know that when I'm riled up, you're right. Like you see, wait a minute. I did the thing where I was listening to you earlier and I thought that you
like responding to me. Like I just said it. Sure. That's fine.
I see colors. You just uploaded a video today and you were talking about something about how like colors are connected and you see red and black. And anyway, it's a thing. It's a thing that I do too. Like sometimes I can know exactly what I'm talking about, but I can't remember what I said because I was so passionate about it. Like I know the thread. I know what I was thinking in my brain, but the words that came out, who knows? And I don't know where that came from either. Don't know where that came from. What were we talking about?
How it affects what you hear. Like, and you answered that you take things really personally, or that would you say that you like try to get into other people's heads and like figure out what they mean by what they say? Like, and you're trying to fill in the meaning behind it?
I don't know if I have to try to get into other people's heads to figure out where they're coming from. I think that's something that comes naturally to me, that I know people's motives and intentions, which I know it's kind of an arrogant thing to say, but it's not just like when I can see when you're like something's wrong, but it's like the underlying intent, like what's causing it, the catalyst. I don't think so. The answer to that question is no. I don't really have to try to do that. I guess instead of trying to figure out what they're talking about, I'm thinking about how it affects me and how what they said is them calling me wrong. And am I wrong? I might be wrong. What if everybody thinks I'm wrong?
What if you're wrong?
but I'm not wrong. That's the Taurus.
You can't be wrong. That's not.
No, I can definitely be wrong. But if in situations like that, I just won't say anything. Like if I don't know something, then I'm chill. Like I can let it rock. But when I say something confidently and somebody is like, oh no, excuse me, and I'm like, it's like it feels like in my heart I know it, but I don't like, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe I can't be.
No. I'm tracking with you because, I mean, the Scorpio moon knows things. I get that. Like that definitely is a thing. And then opposite the Taurus Mercury, like what you're saying about if I don't know, then I'm just not going to say. I'm just chill. We got nothing going on. But like when you
no dog in this fight.
Like exactly. Like I don't have an intuitive hit here. There's really nothing to say. But like I also, you're kind of categorizing this like inability to detach your emotions as like more of a negative thing. Has it ever manifested itself as a positive thing where you did get passionate and it went like it did good things for you, got you a good response?
Yes. I mean, I guess so here's the thing. I always used to counter people's argument about like me being quote unquote aggressive or whatever. I'm like, all right, I'm at the same level not every second of the day, but like when I'm excited about things, this is the Fola that you get. When I'm upset about things, this is the Fola that you get. This is passion. It is not like, it's not aggression. It is simply passion because I give it when I'm happy, when I'm excited about things, when I'm upset about things, when I'm sad about things. Like this is who I am. And so I never saw it as an issue, but everybody else is like, well, yeah, but when you're excited, everybody wants to be excited. Like, but when you're mad, like that, nobody wants to hear it like that. Nobody's going to listen to you. And I'm like, well, just because you guys flip flop doesn't mean I do. Like, I'm the same. I'm consistent. But now I have to be mutable. I have to change. I'm working on it.